Um, what the hell did I just watch? Momo Kyun Sword. I I don't know if I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that name title. Um, I have pretty mostly negative feelings towards this series. Um, due to its like heavy reliance on fan service over substance. I will say this: while the animation is like really great, the animation is great in the anime. For being for being bright and colorful. The plot of the anime is just disconnected. If the plot feels disconnected and generic, and we'll let me break it down with you. All right, let's talk about the plot and the story. Which, if I had to give, I don't really like to give any grades or something out of 10 or out of 5 or whatever. But if I had to give a rating, if you asked me, I would give the plot and the story um, of this series. Well, the story follows Momoko, who is a girl born from a giant peach who must recover the shards, excuse me, of a sacred Michimi peach. I don't know. Let's just keep going. From an Oni army. Um, while I felt like the plot feels like like it's loosely like feels like a loosely connected series of tropes. It feels like, yeah. Here's the thing: like the plot feels like it's loosely connected. It's like a loosely connected series of tropes, often interrupted by filler episodes like beach and a hot springs trip. Like, just what the fuck? It's just what the hell. And the characters, holy shit. The characters in this series is probably the worst of this entire series. The characters in this anime are just one dimensional and static. Momoko's animal companions, a dog, a monkey, and a peasant god, they provide some comedic relief, but they often get lost in the show's focus on titillation, if you know what I mean. Um, and the animation, the only good thing about the anime is the animation, which I would give it, like the characters I would give a 3 out of 10. The animation I would give an 8 out of 10. It is one of the show's strong points and probably the only strong points. The visuals are crisp and colorful, and the possession fusion transformation sequences similar to magical girl transformations like Sailor Moon are well animated. The soundtrack for the anime, I would give it a 5 out of 10. It's just standard sound. It's just standard generic music. Like random music, like random like action music that you can just find on like fucking Cloud, or not Cloud. Like some random like non-copyright like music or something. I found the opening and closing themes catchy, but that's pretty much it. Um, I would give this. I would give this anime, this whole series, like a 5 out of 10. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, I really like the vibrant animations, the high production values for a series of this type. Although it feels like it often prioritizes the excessive fan service over actual storytelling and character growth. And while the fun concept, which is a creative gender bent take on the classic Japanese folklore of Momotarō, the plot is just weak. in generally speaking, the search for peach fragments is often sidetracked by repetitive itchy gags and, anime fucking fan service and like boobs and cleavage and ass shots. Like, what the hell? Like, generic, typical, like, anime. Like, if I want to watch that shit, I'll just fucking watch hentai on fucking Pornhub. Okay? The Onihime, the rival character is frequently it's the most interesting and well developed character. Although, the reused assets, which is like later combat scenes, are just cutting corners for reusing transformation footage. There are some shots in the anime that you can feel like there are some scenes and some shots that you feel like they're just using the same thing, the same footage. They're not doing any. It's like I feel like they're saving budget or something. They're on a budget with the animation and they want to reuse. They don't want to spend more money and take more time to like with a brand new animation transformation, so they just reuse the same shit, the same footage. But anyway, listen, if you enjoy the etchy, icky, whatever the hell it's called, fan service comedies with a lighthearted, silly tone and colorful animation, you might find it an entertaining, guilty pleasure watch. However, if you are someone like me looking for a deep plot, which is something I want, there's a lot of plots in this movie, but that's not the ones that I'm looking for, if you know what I mean. Or significant character development, again, something that I am very, critical about. You might look elsewhere. I suggest you look elsewhere as the first 8 episodes focus almost entirely on fan service before attempting a more serious tone in the final act. If just skip this shit. I would, if I were you guys, just skip this shit. I mean, this show is just nothing but fan service, guilty pleasure, silly fan service, guilty pleasure. But if you're looking for like I said, if you're looking for a deep plot, a great narrative, a strong narrative, a deep plot, character development, if you're looking for that shit, go watch Jujutsu Kaisen or something. One Piece or Jujutsu Kaisen, another anime. Skip this shit. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time to listen to my review, my thoughts on Momo Kyun Sword, whatever. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that will help me and my YouTube channel out a lot. I appreciate your support, everyone. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.